Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Amy Galper, and in this video, I am going to be walking you through my simple 6-step strategy about how you can become a captivating, inspiring, and mesmerizing aromatherapy teacher. Interest in essential oils and aromatherapy is growing like crazy. And as more and more people are buying essential oils and using them and diffusing them in their homes, we need more qualified educators and teachers to show them the proper and safe way to do it. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and click the subscribe button and ring that bell so every time I come out with a new video about essential oils, aromatherapy, botanical beauty formulation, clean beauty, and aromatherapy entrepreneurship, you'll be the first to know. So let's get started. What are my simple 6-step strategies to get you to become an amazing, captivating, and mesmerizing teacher? Well, before we even dive into the 6 steps, there is one thing that you have to do. If you want to become a successful and impactful aromatherapy teacher, you really got to get certified as a professional aromatherapist, right? So in order to do that, I have put a link below, and certainly you can ask me any questions in the comments about how you can go about doing that. But think about it. If anytime you take a class with anyone, you want to make sure that they have the proper qualifications to teach you what it is that you want to learn. So getting that certification, or at least starting to get that certification, being a student in an accredited training program, is really the first thing you need to do before you even start on my 6 simple steps. So once you are doing that, then it's time to dive in to these steps to become an amazing aromatherapy teacher. So step number 1, learn about the art of teaching. So what do I mean by that? Teaching is an art, right? Think about all of those amazing teachers that you've had in your life that changed your world, right? Changed your perspective, shifted your mindset, inspired you to do something that you never thought was possible, right? Well, those amazing teachers in your life, whether it was in a physical classroom or just someone maybe you met that really taught you something about yourself, about life, that showed you how to make a personal transformation that really altered your perception of yourself and the world. That is at the core of being an amazing teacher. And that is what the art of teaching is all about. Now, that art of teaching is actually pretty methodically laid out. It's not just magic that happens in the classroom. That magic is well architected. And in order to understand that, we need to start reading and learning about different philosophical approaches to being a good teacher. We look at the methodologies of teaching, of looking at the different tools teachers use, of looking at the way they structure their lessons and understand the dynamics, right? And bringing in their own personalities and their own energy in order to inspire their students. So getting a good understanding of the art of teaching by reading about teaching methodologies, by observing other people teaching, by doing some journaling on your own about what made you feel inspired from a teacher that you've come across. This is all an important part of step 1, the art of teaching. Next is step 2. Step 2 is understanding the lesson plan. The lesson plan is really the heart of what it is to be a good teacher. It shows you how to structure your lessons, from taking your students on a journey from not knowing to suddenly knowing, from not experiencing a transformation to having a transformation, to taking them on an amazing and captivating and mesmerizing journey that they're not even necessarily consciously aware of. That is really what understanding a lesson plan is all about. Not only do you need need to give them the facts, right? You want them to know X, Y, and Z by the time they leave you, but you also want to change them. And the lesson plan is the physical structure, so to speak, of how you can do that. Number 3, if you want to be a successful and impactful aromatherapy teacher, number 3 is knowing how to teach about essential oils. And if I'm going to be really honest here, this is where I see aromatherapy teachers making a huge mistake. They start emphasizing and focusing too much on the facts, like the number of chemical constituents, the botanical taxonomy, and all of these other facts, which are honestly really easy to find if you Google all of that information. But what makes a good teacher? Not just the regurgitation of facts, but showing you an experience. And this is where teaching about an essential oil, a single essential oil, can truly transform your students' experience in the classroom. I've been doing this for a long time, and I have a specific way that I teach about essential oils. And what I tell all of my students who I'm training as teachers is that they need to bring in their own experience. So this is where you, as an aromatherapist or a soon-to-be certified aromatherapist, needs to bring in your experience, your relationship to the oil, your olfactory response, sharing about the aroma, how it makes us feel, how it connects to us, how it shifts our perspective. You have to come up with, in a way, your approach and your relationship to essential oils, because that's what your students want to learn about. They want to know how you use them, how it affects you, how it changes you. So you need to bring yourself into it and bring in your relationship with the essential oils in order to be a really captivating and transforming teacher. Number 4 is we need to be able to teach how to make aromatic remedies, teach how to make products. This is super important because aromatherapy is not just meant to be read about in a book. It's meant to be used. The oils are supposed to be applied to us. We're supposed to diffuse them, smell them, experience them. And the best way to experience them for a student is to actually get their hands involved and to make something, to actually make a remedy. And so understanding how to do that is going to really up-level your quality and your response with the students if you can understand the best ways to teach how to make an aromatic remedy. And number 5 is you need to set up a business structure. If you really want to be a successful and impactful aromatherapy teacher, you need to set up the right structure to accept payment, to run your business, to have certain things in place on your website, on your email list, so you can better communicate with your students. And then number 6, you need to understand that marketing is actually really important. If you want to be an aromatherapy teacher, you want to serve others, right? You are coming from a place directly from your heart to share your knowledge, to inspire others to live a healthier life by using essential oils safely and effectively. But how can you do that? How can you serve other people if no one can find you? No one knows about you. No one knows where to look for you. So understanding how to market your business is going to be really, really important. So there you go. Those are my 6 simple steps to become an effective, impactful, mesmerizing, and captivating teacher, right? You have to understand the art of teaching. You have to understand how to write a lesson plan. You need to know how best to teach an essential oil. And then you need to understand how to teach how to make an aromatic remedy, an aromatherapy product. Then you got to understand how to set up your business and how to market it. So if you have any questions or comments, please like, subscribe, comment below, let me know your questions. If you're thinking about becoming an aromatherapy educator and teacher, I want to know, please. So introduce yourself below and let me help you be the best teacher that you can be. I also have an aromatherapy training class for a teacher training class. So if you're interested in that, also just put a note in the comments below and I'll make sure to get in touch with you. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.